Scrap iron dealers rebrand to lead national recycling revolution. Tutor, Tobago teachers to receive salary adjustments this month. And revitalizing the food basket. Good evening, I am Renessa Ortiz and you are locked into Tobago Updates television news for Thursday, 16th April 2026. Now to our top story. From scrap iron to green gold, the Trinidad and Tobago Scrap Iron Dealers Association is officially ditching its old label for a massive multi-million-dollar rebranding as a national recycling powerhouse. President Alan Ferguson says the group isn't just looking at metal anymore. They're going after plastic, paper, and even waste oil. Here are the details.
Landscape of waste management in Trinidad and Tobago is set for a massive transformation. The Trinidad and Tobago Scrap Iron Dealers Association is officially rebranding and expanding its reach, moving beyond metal to tackle the country's growing landfill challenges. President of the Trinidad and Tobago Scrap Iron Dealers Association, Alan Ferguson, shared with Tobago Update some of the changes expected within the association.
We will be moving from the Scrap Iron Dealers Association to the Metal Recycling Association. We're going to go into different areas, and the different areas will be plastic, paper, oil, old food, and different things that what need to recycle. What we will want to do is all the dumps in Trinidad and Tobago. Instead of spend millions of dollars, we will return all the things that come to the dump into recycling.
This shift isn't just about change in name. It's a strategic move towards a circular economy. To support this massive undertaking, Ferguson revealed that the association is looking beyond our borders to secure the industrial power necessary to process waste that has traditionally been left out to rot.
We are communicating with other people out of Trinidad to bring in big machinery in Trinidad to recycle all different things that they've buried in the dump other than scrap iron, So that is what we want to do.
By modernizing the approach to waste, the association aims to mirror the success of global leaders in the industry. Ferguson believes that by mining our own landfills for resources, the Twin Island Republic can save millions while cleaning up the environment.
Because what we want to do is to save millions of dollars. I don't have all the time to expand and all what we want to do. But what I can tell you about is that this country, Trinidad and Tobago, will go into a recycling country like the India, the China, the Singapore, and all these places where we get things going in moving all this rubbish and all these things that you see all over the countries when you move around.
The association transition marks a pivotal moment for local industry, promising a future where rubbish is viewed as a valuable resource rather than a costly burden. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
The Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association met with the Ministry of Education today. High on the agenda was the finalization of salary adjustments for the nation's educators. This meeting follows months of negotiations regarding a 5% wage increase after including a massive teacher sick-out in late January over stalled pay. While Trinidad colleagues saw updated scales in March, Tobago teachers have remained in limbo. Tutor President Crystal Ash has confirmed that the Tobago officer Dion Rodriguez is working closely with the Division of Education, where they are currently calculating the new figures. The union will now meet with the division weekly to ensure these updated salaries hit bank accounts this month. Aside from basic pay, revised allowances and retirement benefits are also being addressed. The union says these steps are vital to address long-standing wage concerns. Both parties remain in active communication to ensure a smooth transition for staff. We will provide further updates as the April pay cycle draws near. Tobago's potential to feed itself and the wider region is back in the spotlight. Longtime agricultural advocate Roland Murray is renewing the call for the island to reclaim its title as the food basket of the nation. But as Alia Balgobin reports, Murray believes the path to sustainability is currently being blocked by idle land and a lack of political will.
For decades, the dream of a self-sufficient Tobago has been a recurring theme in local discourse. Standing amidst the fertile grounds of Roxborough, advocate and avid farmer Roland Murray insists that the island has everything it needs to move from a state of importation to one of total food security.
Yes, certainly Tobago can be the food basket again, and we must push to make sure we become sustainable.
However, the vision of a thriving agricultural sector faces a significant hurdle: land tenure. Murray urges that thousands of acres of prime agricultural land are currently locked away. He claims that while many individuals were granted land in the 1970s, much of it remains unproductive, serving as a barrier to the new generation of farmers eager to get to work. He notes that despite presenting a clear roadmap to successive administrations, the vision has yet to be fully embraced.
Of course, I've been advocating for the longest while to distribute land. All the past chief secretaries, I went to them, even the present one, I showed them the vision, share the ideas, distribute the lands to people, because what happened, right? What hindering this agriculture production in Tobago? A lot of people got land in the 70s and they still hold on the land and they're not working it. We need to take back these lands and give it to potential farmers, young people.
Murray's message is clear. To see a resurgence in production, the government must be willing to reclaim underutilized land and redistribute them to those ready to till the soil. Without this shift, the goal of becoming a regional food basket may remain a distant memory. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am Alia Balgobin.
Up next, NQCL insolvency threatens Tobago construction sector stability.
Office looking professional.
Hello?
Hey, bandit!
Is this Charles and Charles Inc.? I'm your new receptionist.
Oh, yes. Welcome, welcome. This is Charles and Charles.
So you're Charles?
And Charles?
Okay then. Well, I see you're ready for business.
Oh, yes, yes. I have my favorite photo, my desk, and a spot for George.
George?
On the doubles, man. Have my marriage certificate, my cow certificate, my divorce certificate.
Tax certificate?
Taxi? No, I used to pull bull.
No. Tax certificate.
Tax? Yes, I had one of that in the last office, you know, but I lost it. No, wait, I had one in my mother's house, but I think the cow eats it.
Look, Mr. Charles.
And Charles?
Do you pay your taxes? It is critical to your business. You should call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, they provide tax and accounting services, and their corporate secretarial services. The best.
Really? How you know?
Well, my last boss lost his whole business and I lost my work.
Oh.
You know, there's a tax amnesty going on now.
Really? So I can pay all my back taxes?
And don't forget to call Anderson so you could save your business and I could keep my work. Oh God, no. This picture has got to go.
Baby, when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone, go the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking on through the party. I hope I find you there.
Donc, I find you taking long to play the card. I'm multi. I'm all in time, so good, but. Yo, what school you went by?
Diane Bishops, boy.
Bishops?
Yeah,
Sure,
one of
man?
the baddest has come out of Bishops, sir.
The baddest?
But telling her,
When the baddest? Why you want night and life and I is the baddest?
boy, Bishops is the
Ever
best,
let
boy.
nobody here say that. Yo, what's going on with Tola? Here, what's going on? It's only one way to settle this. We'll be live on Youth Voice TV, where I, your host, Multibass, will be hosting the Rep Your School DJ competition, where DJs will go head-to-head in a crazy battle to secure the title. We have cash prizes of $10,000 to come out and win, and a lot of amazing prizes. Guys, what are you waiting for? Let me come out, come and showcase your skills. Come, let me do some juggling.
So guys, there are two categories for DJs that are out of school up to 35 years, and for the DJs that are currently in school, it must be up to 19 years of age. So guys, get ready. It's all about rep your school. It's all about the DJ competition.
Who will bring the best vibes? Who can control the crowd? And who will earn the bragging rights? You get a chance to be a part and witness the rise of the new DJ generation. So this is Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ, live on Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Youth Voice, rep your school DJ competition. Rep your school.
Trinidad, Tobago and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Thank you for staying with us. National Quarries is in financial freefall, and the fallout could hit Tobago's taxpayers and construction sector the hardest. A Public Accounts Committee hearing has revealed the state company is losing millions by selling material at a fraction of production costs. Joel Green George reports on what this means for the island's economy.
For decades, National Quarries was the backbone of local infrastructure, but the state giant is now teetering on the edge of insolvency. During a March Public Accounts Enterprises Committee meeting, the numbers told a grim story. NQCL holds $156 million in debt against a mere $39 million in assets. For Tobago, which relies on affordable aggregate for everything from road repairs to coastal protection, this financial decay is a direct threat.
In this regard, we have identified that all is not well at National Quarries and have started working with management to address this situation.
The situation is a massive pricing gap. It costs the company nearly $400 to produce a ton of gravel and sand, but they sell it for as low as $135. This $135 million loss over 5 years has been covered by government bailouts. If these subsidies stop, Tobago's construction costs could soar. Private contractors warn that a collapse of the state supplier would leave the THA and private homeowners at the mercy of higher market prices.
In a different context, this company would be declared bankrupt. And please, in framing it that way, I am not... first of all, let me thank the board for agreeing to serve. And I'm not trying to slag management or board or the company, historical or present. But you have an ongoing need that without state support, you could not exist.
Beyond the wallet, the failure to pay royalties and taxes drained the national purse. The money that would otherwise fund the air and sea bridge or health services in Scarborough. The chairman admits the operations is broken, but insists a turnaround is possible through a new 2026 strategic plan.
This is broken, but it's nothing that cannot be fixed. With the right guidance from the board and in an effort to change the attitude of the management and the way business is done with the company, I am of the firm opinion that what the company was mandated to do initially, that could be delivered.
For now, Tobago waits to see if National Quarries can stabilize. or if the island's development will be buried under rising costs. I'm Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
As October approaches, the agricultural community in Tobago is shifting into high gear for the annual World Food Day celebrations. This year, the focus remains on the grow what we eat philosophy, with farmers in Roxborough leading the charge to reduce the food import bill and showcase the island's capacity for self-sufficiency. Alia Balgobin has the details.
Every year, the World Food Day Grand Exhibition at Shaw Park or the Dwight York Stadium serves as a platform for local growers to turn their hard work into profit. For farmers in the East, these two-day events are more than just a market. They are a vital incentive to keep producing at the highest level. Program Coordinator of the Agricultural Unit at the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation, Roland Morris, shared with Tobago Updates what his unit is doing to help food security in Tobago.
Plus, I think it's a good initiative for the encouragement of the farmers to help them to produce more. You come out on 2 days or 3 days, how much days, maybe they will have it. You come out with your best produce and thing and, you display your goods and make some money.
Underground in Roxborough, the mission is clear. Food security starts with staple crops. The Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation is currently utilizing a 2-acre plot to ensure there is a steady supply for ground provisions, which is often the stars of the October exhibition.
Presently, we're doing sweet potato and cassava on this plot here. This is approximately 2 acres of sweet potato and cassava, and that's all we do here for now.
However, the road to a sustainable food future isn't a solo journey. While the farmers provide the labor, there is a strong call for the Tobago House of Assembly to continue providing the necessary resources, from irrigation and land preparation to financial incentives, to ensure the industry can thrive beyond the annual festival season.
Well, we had to work hard, and on the assembly side, the assembly have to give the farmers the incentive that is required, put out the resources, and so long as the farmers have the resources and we make good uses of it, we could become sustainable.
With World Food Day just around the corner, Roxborough's farmers remain committed to feeding the nation, one harvest at a time. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am Alia Balgobin.
Residents in Plymouth are demanding immediate action from the Division of Housing, Settlements and Public Utilities as a long-standing sewage leak at the entrance of Homes of Adventure continues to impact the area. For more than 5 years, a wastewater plant malfunction has sent sewage bubbling onto the roadway and into the local bus shed. Joel Green George has these details.
Concerned resident Darren Melville, who has been highlighting the issue on social media since 2021-2022 during COVID, says the conditions are deplorable, especially for those relying on public transportation.
Earlier this week, which I highlighted, 2 things which were because of the water coming up there, the bus shed was inaccessible to those who need to use it to wait for transport or for when the rain falls and so on. It's sad that the residents and those who using have to go through this type of things.
While the Tobago House of Assembly issued a memo on April 14th stating a pump had been replaced and the matter was addressed, residents say the problem is far from over. The situation extends beyond the bus shed. Recent excavation has diverted the effluent from the THA wastewater plant into a nearby drain, but Melville notes this only moves the contamination further downstream.
However, even that it should be a very temporary measure, right? Because the water going there still impacts the Corland River, which goes out to Corland Bay, which is connected to the beach.
Wastewater plants, as described by one of WASA's wastewater leads, are intended to treat wastewater after it leaves the domestic areas, such as the Homes of Adventure, which is centrally sewered. However, the wastewater is escaping into the environment before it reaches the plant, and before it is treated, leading to the foul odor. The environmental toll is now visible. Residents report the riverbed has turned black, and local wildlife wildlife, including large mullets, have disappeared from the area. The residents of River Road are no longer able to bathe in the river. Beyond the ecological impact, the pungent odor has raised significant health concerns for children and adults who frequent the junction.
It is an urgent matter because it's not something that we can just sit back on and say, well, it's a pin that drop and I have to pick it up. But this could be a matter of life and death. I had one commentator saying to me that this was, or not this, but a similar situation happened in his backyard. And that was the beginning of his health issues, right? That there was a leakage, a sewer leakage. And from that, he had some serious health issues.
Residents are now calling for a permanent technical solution and a full sanitization of the area to restore safety to the Plymouth community. Calls to the Secretary of Housing, Settlements and Public Utilities have gone unanswered to the hour.
I'm Jewel Green George, and you're tuned in to Tobago Updates Television News.
The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat, we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Marissa Benin. Coming up, Jamaica, here we come. These women of vision are on a mission. Ride the waves and savor the flavor, otherwise known as spending quality time in Antigua and Barbuda. Fun times, plus the food that sets St. Kitts and Nevis apart, all available under one roof. Cue the entertainment and the food. It's Chinese Spring Festival time. It's all next on this station.
Trinidad is my home, and I always say charity begins at home. So I'm just delighted to bring this team of dedicated volunteers. Part of our motto is that we just don't send relief. We hand deliver it with care and compassion. And as I would always tell my team, the best way to find oneself is to lose oneself in the service of others.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Baby, when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone, go on the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Trinidad, Tobago and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include a travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Welcome back. Gold City FC delivered a commanding performance to secure a 3-0 victory over Sidey Sporting Club in their TFA Premier Division clash at the Dwight York Stadium, capitalizing on early chances and maintaining control throughout to comfortably claim all 3 points. Here are the details.
Visitors wasted little time asserting control, opening the scoring through player number 7, Malik Franklin, whose early strike set the tone for the match. Momentum quickly swung further in Gold City's favour when teammate Giovanni Thomas, wearing number 17, found the back of the net shortly after, doubling the lead and putting Sidey Sporting Club under immediate pressure. Despite their efforts to respond, Sidey struggled to break through Gold City's organised defence and were unable to register a goal before the half-time whistle. At the end of the break, Gold City FC held a comfortable 2-0 advantage, firmly in command of the proceedings. In the second half, sides attempt to regroup and mount a comeback, but Gold City remained composed and disciplined. Their persistence paid off when player number 18, Tyreek Holder, added a third goal, effectively sealing the outcome of the contest. Gold City's clinical finishing and solid defense displayed proved too much for Sidey's Sporting Club, who were left searching for answers throughout the encounter. The 3-0 results highlights Gold City's FC's strong form and ability to capitalize on key moments, earning them a well-deserved victory at the Dwight York Stadium. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
A special reserve police officer appeared before the Tobago Assize today. The part-time constable faces charges of kidnapping, false imprisonment, and common assault. The officer was attached to the Moriah police station before his arrest yesterday. The charges stem from an incident involving a former partner in March last year. Police say the victim was walking in Mount St. George when she was approached. The accused allegedly forced the woman into a vehicle using handcuffs. Investigators say he drove her to a forested area near Dam Road. The victim was reportedly assaulted and threatened with a weapon before being released. Woman Corporal James led the investigation under the supervision of the Special Victims Department. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions recommended the charges following a year-long probe. Senior police officials say they continue to prioritize cases involving gender-based violence. The weather report when we return.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624 333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
Trinidad, Tobago and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Welcome back. Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight will be generally fair during the evening and night with the chance for a brief shower in some areas. The minimum temperature is forecast to be around 24 degrees Celsius at both Piaco and Crown Point. Tomorrow will be generally fair, hazy and breezy to windy at times, with brief showers in some areas. Saharan dust is expected to remain in moderate concentrations. Therefore, persons sensitive to this air quality are advised to continue to take the necessary precautions. The maximum temperature tomorrow is expected to reach around 32 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 31 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas will be moderate with waves between 2 and 2.5 meters in open waters and near 1 meter and occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:54 and sunset at 6:17. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Have a great night and let's recap the headlines. Scrap iron dealers rebrand to lead national recycling revolution. Tutor Tobago teachers to receive salary adjustments this month. And revitalizing the food basket.